Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am Timmy Trinkle, also known as Horror Fan for Life, and I'm bringing you yet another top 10 list. It is my top 10 movies of 1984, and before I get to the top 10, I do have some honorable mentions, and they are Starman, Friday the 13th Part 4, Conan the Destroyer, The Last Starfighter, Teachers, 16 Candles, and Nightmare on Elm Street. All great movies, just couldn't make my top 10 list. But at number 10, it's Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. This movie, I love the character Short Round. Of course, Indiana Jones is great. This movie does have some gross scenes, especially the dinner scene with the snake and all that. Blech, that's just disgusting. But it's a great movie filled with action, comedy, and I just love it. I love it, love it, love it. Coming to number 9 is Now I Gotta Cut Loose, Footloose. Yes, Footloose. This is a classic movie. Kevin Bacon, Laurie Singer, John Lithgow, Diana Weiss, Chris Penn, Sarah Jessica Parker. Great cast. It's about a gentleman who moves from Chicago down south, and there's a town that has outlaw drinking and dancing and loud music. And Kevin Bacon's character Ren is the rebel who wants to change the laws of this small town and it wants to have a dance. And that's what this movie's about. It's filled with laughs, it's funny, it's got great characters, great story. It did spawn a remake in 2011, which I really enjoyed. The only thing I didn't like about it was the choice of character to play Ren. He wasn't terrible, but he just wouldn't have been my choice to play Ren. But yeah, Footloose, it's a great movie and definitely comes in my top 10 at number 9. Number 8 is Bachelor Party. Tom Hanks. Oh my God, this movie is freaking great. He is about to get married, and his buddies throw him a bachelor party. And let's just say it gets out of hand. It involves drugs, alcohol, sex, a jackass. But it's a lot of laughs, a lot of fun. So definitely check this movie out if you haven't seen Bachelor Party. It's great. It's classic. Number 7 is Revenge of the Nerds. I can't do their laughs, but you have Robert Carradine, Anthony Edwards, and they are off to college for their freshman year. They choose Adams, and while they're there, they are tormented and bullied by the jocks, mainly the football players, led by Ted Danson's character of Stan, who has a hot girlfriend. And ultimately, she chooses to end up with the nerd. It's a great movie. It spawned 3 sequels. The second one of which I really enjoyed. The third one was okay, and the fourth movie was just downright dumb. But this original movie is a classic, and hands down deserves a spot in my top 10. Number 6 is The Terminator. Are you Sarah Connor? I'll be back. Great movie. Arnold doesn't have a lot of lines in it, but it's a great science fiction action movie and definitely worth a spot in my top 10. Coming to number 5 is The Karate Kid. Yes. Ralph Macchio, Pat Morita, rest in peace. William Zabka and Elizabeth Shue. William Zabka is the asshole in the 80s. He played many characters during the 1980s who were just complete assholes. But that's what I love about him, and I love about his character during the 1980s. And I love their new series, Cobra Kai, which is on YouTube Red. I've only seen the first 2 episodes. I haven't yet to purchase YouTube Red. I really hope they release those episodes to DVD eventually so I can actually watch them. But yeah, The Karate Kid is a great movie. Daniel LaRusso is moving from Jersey to California. His mom's got a new job. and he has to try and fit in this new school. He is picked on by a bunch of kids who do karate at the Cobra Kai, led by William Zabka. Uh, um, you have Johnny, who's the complete asshole. His ex-girlfriend is played by Elizabeth Shue. Allie with an I. And it's just a great movie. It's got a great story. And Pat Morita definitely steals the movie. Wax on, wax off. Wax on, wax off. It's just great. It's a great movie. It spawned two sequels for the original trilogy. It spawned another movie that was, I think it was a spin-off or maybe a continuation of the story with the next Karate Kid. And then you have the remake in 2010, which I really enjoy. I enjoy all the movies, but the original is by far the best. I haven't done a ranking of those yet, but I definitely will. But the Karate Kid comes in number 5, and it's fantastic. Number 4 is Police Academy. Police Academy is a great comedy about a new group of cadets who come in, and a lot of funny, oddball things happen. You have Mahoney, played by Steve Guttenberg, who was the man of the 1980s, who has an alternative of either going to jail or going to the police academy. If he gets kicked out, he goes to jail. So he has to go through 14 weeks of training. He's not alone. He's got some good friends. And you have Bubba Smith. You got a great cast in this movie. Kim Cattrall. She's just flat out gorgeous. I love Kim Cattrall. But this is filled with a lot of laughs. The third act of this movie, it's really intense. Shootout scenes and stuff. And it's just a great time, a great movie. It spawned 6 sequels. I have seen the first 5 movies. I haven't yet seen the other 2, which I don't know if I ever get around to watching, but the first one definitely is a classic. And the next 4 for me are just guilty pleasures, popcorn movies. But yeah, Police Academy definitely comes in number 4. Number 3 is Gremlins. Number 2 is Who You Gonna Call? Ghostbusters. Yes, this is a classic movie. Ghostbusters stars a great cast: Bill Murray, Harold Ramis, Dan Aykroyd, Ernie Hudson. You have Annie Potts, Sigourney Weaver, Rick Moranis. Originally, John Candy was supposed to play Rick Moranis' part, but they couldn't come to an understanding of how to play the part with Candy and then some of the writers and directors. And then originally, John Belushi was going to be Peter Venkman, but he ultimately died of an overdose. So ultimately, it went to Bill Murray, which was a great replacement. But Slimer in this movie is considered to be the ghost of John Belushi, and I think it's a great thing to do in honor of him, and it's just a lot of fun. This movie spawned a sequel, which was good, and then we had a remake in 2016, which had a lot of hate, and some of the hateful things people were saying about the ladies in the movie, especially Leslie Jones, was just downright uncalled for. I actually enjoyed the movie. It wasn't great by all means, but I did enjoy it for what it was. But yeah, the original Ghostbusters is great, and it comes in number 2. My number 1 movie of 1984 is Beverly Hills Cop. Eddie Murphy, again, takes the number 1 spot for the 3rd year in a row. This is a great buddy cop movie. Eddie Murphy's character, um, he is a Detroit police officer whose buddy comes to visit him from California. He is ultimately killed, and he goes on vacation and goes to California to find out what happened to his buddy. Um, it's a great movie. You got Judge Reinhold in this movie, and it's just a lot of laughs. Eddie Murphy delivers again. Uh, he's wisecracking, does a lot of pranks. The banana in the tailpipe is my favorite. You have a cameo from one Wayans brother in this movie. If you've seen the movie, let me know who the Wayans brother is in the comment section below. I know who it is. It's a small cameo. He's the gentleman who gives him the bananas to put in the tailpipe. It's great. Um, but yeah, Beverly Hills Cop. It's a fantastic movie. It's got great action, a lot of laughs, and I got thrown out of a fucking window. What's the charge for getting thrown out of a window? You know, it's just great. Uh, but other than that, that is my top 10 movies of 1984. And as I said in the comment section below, give me your top 10 movies of 1984. If you don't have a top 10, just name a few that you really enjoyed. Other than that, I thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for one more top 10 list for today. And as always, if you're new to the channel, don't forget to like and subscribe for all new content. I also do rankings, TV show reviews, and trailer reviews. So stay tuned for one more top 10 list. I thank you guys for watching, and check you later.